Drew and H.W.
Hi, and welcome to the 7th episode of Drew and H.W.
Yo.
Today we have to cover a lot of different subjects in great detail, so we just have to keep it moving.
Moving right along.
I've been very hesitant to post this podcast on Facebook, I'll be honest. Because, for a variety of reasons.
That's Zuckerberg.
Yeah. And, when you log on to Facebook,
Sure.
you see a lot of kind of posts. At least to me, they sort of turn me off a bit from
It's a cesspool.
really wanting
of idiocy.
to maybe share this.
This is personal.
Which is, very intimate.
Very personal.
Yeah, exactly.
A little private, even.
It's a very intimate sort of discussion, and it kind of a peer into our soul.
We don't even want subscribers.
Our collective soul and our individual souls.
Like, we don't want likes, views, or revenue, or nothing.
Yeah, I'll see a lot of posts that, frankly, are a little
Garbage.
maniacally
Ego masturbatory, I think. Yeah.
That's not, but, a little self-aggrandizing.
Self-congratulatory.
Like today, for example, and this isn't uncommon at all. You see a post, someone's
What's it gonna be?
recently deceased friend.
Don't go here, bro.
I don't really know how close they were. On the surface, they were friendly acquaintances.
Grief is different for everybody, bro. It's a little
I mean, I'm not here to judge that. I don't know everyone's
insensitive.
one-on-one relationships with people, and honestly, that is something that I think we should value some level of privacy.
I'll give you that, bro. Privacy better than disco.
For sure.
But this just gloom.
And I don't know. You see, they have the picture of themselves with the person, the one they can find.
This is
Sometimes
fun.
it's from a few years ago.
This is
and
great fun.
I mean, they say something sweet, but it's not. Is that really for?
It's for their loved ones, I think, dude. You're kind
Is that really for
being weird.
any real purpose other to? You think because it's like these people haven't even seen Sanford and Son. You think
The other
Fred was out there
survivors.
doing this maneuver, thinking Elizabeth can hear that he wants to be taken out or join. No, this was a performative act.
Drama.
Sure, this was for Lamont. Now, it was for Lamont's sake. He knows Elizabeth's not listening. If she got better things to do, can she even hear in this state?
That's an interesting perspective.
But this is to show, to perform, to emphasize his general frustrations with his
He was
son,
always
and
getting them riled up.
that the fact that he's at the end of the road with his patients here. I mean, this was, to me, I know it's a work of fiction, but
It's
he had
analogous.
pure motives in the people you see on Facebook. Like this character at least has a purpose to try to almost help his son along.
Right.
Lamont, you're not seeing the point here.
He's faking a heart attack.
I can't put it to you any clearer. I'd rather just go join your mother and grabbing my chest, and
it's comical.
I mean, it would freak him out if he hadn't seen it so frequently at this point.
Might be a little abusive using it as like a device.
Yeah, sure.
A mechanism.
It's like the hashtag heartbroken. It's like
exactly. It's
what do you know what hashtags are for? You click on a hashtag and then you see what is supposed to be the gallery of grief. Like, I'm not trying to.
Yikes! Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
all right.
that was an interesting little perspective you had on it.
I think that was okay on Facebook, huh? Moving right along. So I hear moving right along. So I hear Taylor Swift is coming to play a concert in town, and right along with her, of course, the Swifties.
They call her the Empress of Easter eggs.
Sure. I'm not here to poop on anybody, all right? If that's your thing, that's your thing. Not necessarily my thing. Ain't going,
No, but art is subjective.
If that's you, please go right ahead. And as a city, we welcome you. We thrive off of these type of events, and Lord knows this is a big one.
Large and in charge.
What I would tell locals, though, if you're a Starburst, if you're a Starbucks type person, just write that off for that weekend.
Oh, Lord. I hadn't thought of that.
It's not going to work out for you. You're already waiting too long and paying too much to add this added frustration to your life.
It's expensive, huh?
Look.
Dang.
In preparation for this weekend, get you a bottle of that cool, cold,
drip stuff, liquid thing.
Yeah, whatever it is.
It's pre-percolated.
Maybe get your little evaporated milk, whatever. Look it up. Hey, this is your chance to learn to make some of these coffees. Maybe you'll never go back. Yeah. Maybe not. Maybe this is the tip that saves you like $20 a week. You can come back to me and say, Drew, thank you.
True that, bro. You don't want that sludge, man. I don't care if it's Ricky Martin playing or whatever.
So avoid that, but this is probably the time to get into the counterfeit T-shirt business, because
pivot.
They like that merch, and I know New Orleans is good at a little fakery.
Yeah,
so
you're right.
Don't scam. Don't be popping out the bushes with them on that. Look, I got the $10, but
maybe that's a little sinister. It's
funny.
Yeah,
so,
but don't do that.
I don't know. Use your discretion.
Street smarts.
But I would definitely try to hock a few tees, especially y'all got the print press. I seen y'all out there on
Oh
game day.
yeah, I seen them, bro.
All
Especially
kinds
at
of
the
little
little
events.
widespread panic.
Sure, the
concert,
widespread
that parking
the
lot.
widespread panic parking lot.
Yeah,
at the
arena there, bro.
she used to go down there and
Yeah, I would find.
yeah, well,
dude, I would find like sheets, all kinds.
I'm trying to stay focused on.
Oh yeah.
But that's cool, right? You know,
No, it's fun.
I did check out Taylor Swift's music and
Oh yeah, what you think?
look,
Come clean.
it's whatever, man. You
Oh,
know,
it's fine.
it qualifies as music.
Sure. Yeah. That's we don't have to piss nobody off. I mean, at the end of the day, art is art and water is water.
Moving along. This advice for locals, or this is really just more of an observation, but
Sure.
you ever notice that like a lot of the stuff that went away during COVID just like
Right.
ain't come back no more? It's almost like they ain't
Yeah,
there
see,
no
they
more.
ain't concerned for your well-being.
Yeah,
or
it's
nothing.
not for any kind of like health.
They don't care.
No, it's not for any kind of health reason or
No, they
like
could give a.
out of an abundance of cost.
No, it's an abundance of apathy.
For
bro.
sure. No, it's
Budget cuts.
yeah, it's just because they ain't got around to putting that shit
maybe
back
a little
yet.
corruption.
Yeah, like if any of y'all got kids, been to Storyland, like
but-
I guess
But
those
I've been with y'all.
build a brick Lego things are just gone
Oh,
forever.
yeah. They ain't
And
coming
that was a
back.
COVID precaution. They probably just they're like, all right,
Nah, that whole area is
You
just
know.
a giant disappointment.
What you gotta
now.
do?
It's like right
go
when
to
you,
the other
right when you walk in,
fairy tale themed.
there ain't another one.
Right.
They got the monopoly.
Yeah. I mean, New Orleans has a lot of one. We can only support
Right.
one of many types of
Like,
businesses.
like
so-
Jersey Mike's.
I don't think you get any little bricks back, kids.
Trying to encroach on po' boys.
What else? Yeah. Oh,
What about deodorant?
that was a thing
At the gym,
And
remember that?
Sure, you might feel like that should have never been a thing, but the communal deodorant
Yeah,
at the
somewhat
gym.
unsanitary.
It was spray. It's not roll on.
They used to just
I mean, animals.
leave that out for you.
But it was one less thing you had to pack in your bag.
Kind of gross.
I ain't gonna
though.
lie.
It's actually kind of.
And they had it always neutral.
it's disgusting.
So I don't really
It's
fuck
probably
with
that cheap,
it.
like, aluminum
it had the aluminum.
and all
to
that
It
grossness.
had that, but
Yeah.
it didn't have like the extra allergens in there. If you
Okay,
like,
yeah. Well,
because me, I gotta get to like
aluminum free deodorant.
I can't do the antiperspirant. No, I don't.
Yeah.
I don't
I'm-
stink,
I'm act-
bro. I don't
I'm
stink.
actually with you
I
there,
stay
bro.
showered, bro. I stay clean.
Yeah, I mean, I'm with you there, but there's some stuff that like
Yeah.
never went away that should have.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
All kinds of little.
Oh
like,
no.
intrusive.
They brought
Yeah.
back shit that didn't need to come
like,
back. That's
like,
true.
Like, what's up with bathroom attendants? Why I need a bathroom?
No, you don't need.
Uncomfortable.
No, you don't need that. You don't need the guy you got to pay $1 to watch you pee in the club.
They always a little close,
Yeah.
huh? Like you
little
see them
Frenchman,
downtown,
other places. Yeah, that
in the
shit's
quarter.
nonsense.
It's unsettling.
That could have
Who even
that could have
wants-
gone away. Like
wants
add
that?
out of abundance of caution.
Yeah,
I don't
please.
need a guy like a foot away from
They
me.
always got that chin on your
you know,
shoulder.
getting my splash back, and then like he's got his hand out.
What am I paying for?
I just never
Watch
felt
you
right
for
about that situation.
misconduct,
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah, they don't want you tooting it up in the
But just
stall.
don't have any flat surfaces there in there. Like keep it small. You're not gonna.
Yeah,
I
true.
mean, that's a battle you're not
juice-
gonna ultimately win.
The juice
so,
ain't worth the squeeze, bro.
yeah.
I mean, just let me piss in peace.
Right. Moving right along. A lot of people, for some reason, on the internet
Group chat,
and other places,
Birthday parties.
sure,
Wherever.
cooking, discussion forums,
Bingo
and
halls.
just anyone who's a hobbyist or enthusiast or fan of cast iron.
They got them
and
little
the
clubs.
skillets
Yeah.
made out of them to sort of like,
popular.
oh, it's seasoning time.
Right.
Time to whip out a batch of bacon.
That ain't exactly my
Yeah.
favorite thing to season a
Exactly.
pan
I mean,
with.
it's good. It does see. I'm not gonna say it
It's
doesn't
tasty.
kind of season your pan and do that, and it's a good
Yeah.
way to cook bacon.
It's somewhat.
It gets yep.
It gets the job done to an extent, bro. Like it's not that efficient, bro. It's a little messy.
Well, like it's not really ideal. Like you cook a batch of bacon in a cast iron, you really got to pay attention to temperature.
be a little easy to burn.
Can't put the bacon in too soon. It seems to like stick a little bit if you do that.
You gotta preheat the pan.
And then even if you do it perfectly, like you get little burnt bits in there that you do.
Yeah, it's a little.
Ultimately, have
It's a little
to, have to-
messy. Plus, you got
Yeah, you-
excess grease.
Right.
Like, what are you
Yeah,
gonna?
but you do have to get rid of that stuff. You can't leave
Them
like.
charred on
I know
particles.
people think you can't like wash a cast iron skillet with soap and stuff. So like, and then they prefer to leave like burned bits of food.
Yeah.
No, you're gonna have to get that stuff out.
Get all that out.
All right, and
I think burned bits of charred food
Yeah.
are a little carcinogenic.
No, true.
bro.
I don't think it's good.
No.
Getting them smoked meats to that point.
No,
Anyway, now
you
you
can't be
got
burning that, bro.
now you got to work.
With like a spatula.
You know, you might do a little scrubbing getting those.
Not
So
sponge.
look.
Sponge might not cut it.
This might be sacrosanct. I don't care.
What?
I'm
What?
a microwave your bacon guy. Ah!
All right.
Well, look, I'm making my eggs in that skillet, right? And since my seasoning game's strong,
He's not
I've worked
lying.
up a little bit of a
I see
nice
you.
layer of seasoning in that pan. So
You do, bro.
I
You
can make
do.
my scrambled eggs. I can make fried eggs, whatever you want.
Slippy slidey.
In that thing, they ain't sticking.
No. Well,
All right.
maybe just a little, tiny.
Yeah, a little bit of stick. There's always gonna be a little rim
Around the edges.
just a little rimmage of egg on them around. All right, but for the most part, they don't
Yeah,
stick.
true
So
that,
I got my bacon. Now I'm multitasking.
You're talking
And
efficiency.
eggs cook fast in the skillet. It takes longer to warm up the skillet to temperature, honestly, than to cook the eggs in the skillet, really.
It's actually a crucial step, the preheating of the pan. Now I know it's a little time consuming, but it's
So what I do is when the bacon's done,
back to the bacon.
the eggs are done, put it all on the plate. I eat,
You're a consumer,
let the two things cool off, the skillet
Yeah.
and the plate,
right?
with the paper towels that are now covered in bacon grease.
No, I see what
You
you
see where I'm going with this?
Yeah.
That are now covered with bacon grease. You let that
That's clever.
just rest and cool while you have your breakfast.
Yep.
Bacon
yep,
and
yep.
eggs.
See, I thought this was gonna go nowhere. This is actually kind of a useful cooking
And you
tip.
eat that.
Yep.
Things.
Yep.
Temperature.
Yep.
Good.
Right.
Come back.
Bam.
Now you hit
Yep.
that skillet
Wipe it out.
with that paper towel filled with bacon grease
That's
to
just
clean out
genius.
the little bit of egg that's left behind.
Ain't much.
And that's putting a layer,
Right.
a nice layer
What?
of lard.
That
Which
lard.
is a good thing to season your skillet with. And that's why,
Oh, that's why?
I really have very little egg to wipe out.
you
with that
really
thing.
do, I gotta
'Cause that's
say.
been a habit of mine for a while. So
Whenever I'm over
poop
there,
all my bacon techniques
I do
all
say,
you want.
I say that, man.
My seasoning game's
He's
strong.
got a strong seed.
All right. Oh, and let me cover.
I'm proud of you.
Thank you.
Yeah, I'm very proud of you.
Let me cover another little piece of misinformation circulating the webs that
And others,
a lot of people,
the general public,
they're so afraid of soap,
terrified.
they won't touch it with a 10-foot pole. They'll order like chainmail,
Little accessories.
gloves and stuff before they put just a little bit. Don't you have to bust out the blue
Like the extra powerful.
frickin'
Dawn.
penguin cleaning soap, all
Ain't
right?
necessary.
It can be a mild, a little
They
palm
got
all.
Miss
Yeah,
Myers, Ajax.
you ain't gotta enumerate.
Seventh, whatever.
A milder soap, but you take a little sponge, a little soap. It's not gonna kill your skillet, all right? Get in there. This way you can just use a sponge,
Sure.
a little layer of water. You clean it.
I like it.
The secret is
What?
you rinse it out, you dry it, okay? This is where you can dry it.
Of course, of course.
Some people put it back on the stove for a little bit to get it dried out. You just don't want to leave like the water.
Get it dry.
Yeah, you don't want to leave that on there chilling,
You
all
get
right?
that rust.
Now, if you got a little bacon rag on this step, this wouldn't be a bad time to hit it with that, all right?
Ooh, call back.
That'll kind of...
Pro shit.
But look, if soap is taking your seasoning off your cast iron pan, then your seasoning game
Is what?
ain't strong.
Bruh.
Moving right along. So there's something else I'd like to address. This could be considered a PSA. 'Cause I feel like what legalizing sports betting has done has
Yeah.
led to a lot of dishonest advertising
You
practices.
don't want to get caught. You don't want to get caught up in that world.
Yes.
My papa.
You know, a lot of podcasts, not this
He used
one.
to run
You
numbers.
count on that. Are
Up in the lower-
desperate for that sponsorship money from the gambling books because those pockets are deep
Upper
and,
East
and
Side.
they might be a little bit less
you end up
than forthright with
like
you about some of
getting your
the,
legs broke.
the risk. As someone
get-
who does partake
Get hit in the head.
on a very small
with a brick.
basis,
You start hawking your
but-
mama's jewelry.
hey, bro,
Or like a wedding ring at the
through
little pawn shop.
that.
You gotta just stay away.
Yeah,
bro.
someone who does
It's a dirty,
mildly partake
dirty world.
and does like to mess with the numbers. I ain't someone who's gonna not run the numbers. That's like signing a damn contract without reading it, bro.
You got a system.
Do the math a little bit. And if you don't want to, maybe you shouldn't be gambling, eh?
Or maybe nobody.
But look,
Nobody should really.
I gotta warn you about these single game parlays, all right?
I'm warning you about gambling.
Yes.
Dork.
All right. They're bullshit. Why do you think they're pushing them so hard?
I
you
mean,
think they're gonna
The
push
whole operation's a scam.
a product that they're breaking even on, or that you have any real chance? No.
I mean, this isn't breaking news.
Yeah, and let's break down why, because
In fact,
there's a number of different reasons. All
you
right.
kind of imply
First of all,
that like
they restrict you from making
there is a way
any bets
to win
that
at
would
all.
kind of make sense. All right, like if you're gonna bet the over
The real
on a quarterback,
The real advice is just not to bet.
they might not for whatever it is, touchdowns, definitely touchdowns. I would think you can't. They're gonna disallow betting
And I think when you do this,
that team to win.
Like
'Cause
when?
that's kind of a correlated bet. Fine, that might make sense, but here's where
like when you go on these rants and whatnot, the analytics show that
yeah.
the viewership it drops. So
Maybe.
reconsider
Oh.
reconsider this bit and maybe start
Yeah,
over.
it gets You kind of derailed me there.
I am on your team, bro. I'm just
all
saying.
right, so you say, fine. That sort of makes sense. I can bet those things separately, and in the long run, that's better. Hey, I like the way you're thinking. Straight bets. If you're going to partake,
Yet he goes on.
straight bet.
Might as well join you now.
Yeah, so what they do, though, and they're a little sneaky about this, and they have different little ways of hiding this fact.
The canal.
But now the legs, or the legs,
The selections.
each tier, whatever you want to say, item, they have to check off to complete your parlay.
The event.
For the, if you're not familiar with that is.
Component.
All the little things.
Parlay legs, bro. It's the parlay legs, bro. People know what you're talking about. If they just fall into the segment, if they still with us, it's cool.
Now each of the remaining legs might have diminished odds for what you would get if you had just bet it straight.
Those bastards.
Even dirtier, huh? Oh, what's another 5% juice on one leg of the parlay?
Adds up.
So I say do the math, and if you don't want to, maybe save your money.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. The city's got an
Yeah.
array of delicious restaurants and enticing cocktail lounges.
Yeah, bro. You better all spending your money there, bro. We can end on that note on which we agree.
Moving right along. So next we're going to try to tackle the mind-body problem.
Brain science.
Oh, so this is an interesting one.
You talking like mind over matter?
No, like
philosophical?
So I have this sense of self, right? I think I'm Drew.
Word.
I think what seems to be like somewhere, I don't know, behind my eyes, and I form pictures and words and try to make sense of the world around me. But
I'm following.
every cell in my body is different from, say, when I was a child. And even the molecules are sort of are different to make up the cells. And I would even describe my personality. Clearly, I'm a different person from when I was
You're mature.
many different stages of.
We evolve and adapt, but we're the same person.
So how do I have this sense of self?
Right, the you.
If I'm essentially a different object.
Or the me.
The self thing seems to persist through time.
It's always there.
Even as the things that make up that self.
Right.
I can't be more than the things that make up me.
Unless you got some kind of like little spiritual
if that's your proclivity.
Or some kind of little metaphysical or how you doing?
Drew!
Huh?
Drew! Tell HW!
Man.
Of course.
She gotta come take a trip
Yeah.
to Long Island!
We gotta get better at scheduling up in here. There's always some
Gotta
kind
go
of
to Long Island!
interruption, bro. It's infuriating.
Cause